Hey guys, Tyler here from Seller Accountant. And at Seller Accountant, we only do two things, right? We provide bookkeeping for e-commerce sellers, and we provide this fractional CFO service. And a question I get a lot is, what does a fractional CFO actually do for a seller or for an e-commerce brand? And I just want to kind of talk you through it. I mean, obviously, bookkeeping is the price of admission. You have to have solid financials, or it doesn't matter what kind of expert you have on your team, making good decisions on that data is going to be really challenging. But once you get over the baseline of control, I have basic control of the money coming in and out of my business, having a strategic partner, more of an advisory-minded, CFO join your team is really important, especially if your goals are ambitious, if you really want to get larger, if you're looking to exit well, if you're looking to automate the business, anything related to that, you're going to need to have a CFO. And so I came up with 5 things, super broad. Every engagement that me and my team do are unique based on the needs of that actual seller. But there are 5 broad things that a seller needs to look to a CFO advisor to help them with. The first one is we got to understand where we are. And so let's carefully look at our current performance, our past performance, and just know, okay, if we're going to try to get somewhere, we're going to know where we're starting from. That's the first thing. Where are we? The second thing is we need to place that performance in the context. And this is why it's really important to have a CFO partner that really understands your industry. If you're a contractor, you want to have a CFO that really understands what the trends and performance lines are in the contractor builder business. If you're an accounting firm like mine, if I was going to hire a CFO to come give me coaching, I would want to have one that really understands what drives value in an accounting firm. But for you guys as sellers, it's important to have a CFO that actually can help you know, okay, this profitability that we just saw in these numbers, let's put that in context. Is that a good number? Is it a bad number? Is it exciting? Is it concerning? And you can't afford, especially because of how many data points there are in the e-commerce space, to not have somebody that really understands how to place your baby in the context of the entire industry. So that's the second point. So where are we? Second point, let's put that where we are in context. The third point is understand where you as the CEO want to go with your business. So, a lot of times in a boardroom, your CFO is the one helping you understand, okay, we're kind of drawing out the CEO. Boss, where do we want to go? Where are we taking this business? Is the goal to scale to 10 million? Is the goal to double in the next 2 years? Is the goal to reach a milestone so that you can sell the business? Or are you looking to automate a lot of the functions so that you can work a lot less and open another business or hang out with your kids? Whatever the goals are, understanding first where you are, where that is in context, and where you want to go as a business owner. So that's the third thing. So where are we? What's the context? Where in the world are we going? And then the fourth thing is we got to identify lead measures, controllable levers that we can pull as business executives to try to get the business from where it is to where we want it to go. So right now we know where we are. We have a context to understand what angle we're at. We know where we want to go as a business. And now we're identifying these lead measures, these controllable, and obviously for the CFO, a lot of those controllable measures are how can we position the company from a cash flow, from a capitalization, from a profitability standpoint so that we can get where we need to go. But I would say this, having a good CFO in your boardroom, so to speak, is having someone who can think even more holistically. It's not just numbers. It's about how do numbers drive decisions so that we can strategically make the best, place the best bets and make the best decisions. And then finally, there's an ongoing rhythm with your CFO partner of taking everything we've just learned. Where are we? What's the context? Where do we want to go? And what are the controllable things that we can change? And now let's just on an ongoing basis, finally here, look at our performance and tweak. Let's change our course and correct it as we go along to ensure that over the course of time, we actually reach those goals that we're really wanting to reach. So that's just wanted to give you kind of a broad overview. Again, bookkeeping is mostly about control. CFO is mostly about advisory. How do you have someone in your boardroom that deeply, deeply, deeply understands your industry? And I guess I would just humbly say that me and my team at Seller Accountant, probably provide about as good a CFO service as there is in the world for an e-commerce seller. Our depth of industry knowledge when it comes to sellers and how to drive value for your businesses is really second to none. And so that's why I really love being a part of that department within my company. And I hope at some point we might get to serve you. Take care.